Buried under the skin, living a lie. Where do I begin? A rat in a hole, a king on a throne, in a city of whispers. I'm walking alone. The face in the mirror is someone I knew, but the blood on my hands, it's turning to blue. 1 foot in heaven, 1 foot in hell, locked in a secret I never can tell. The wire is humming, the shadows are deep, promises broken that I had to keep. Oh, the departed, they don't make a sound between the sky and the cold hard ground. Who is the hunter? Who is the prey? When the light of the morning just washes away. I'm losing my soul in this paper-thin game, calling for mercy, but forgetting my name. Two sides of a coin spinning in air, a suit and a tie or a desperate stare. One's a soldier for the devil's own greed, one's a ghost planted like a poisonous seed. We're dancing on rooftops, waiting to fall, while the great architect watches it all. Shattered like glass on the floor, I can't find a key to the exit door. Paper-thin game, calling for mercy, but forgetting my name. Just a ghost, just a rat. In the end we all go back to the dark. jagged ghost from a broken home, running through the rain, standing all alone. The whiskey breath of my father's lies was the only reflection in my young eyes. I sought the wings to fly far away from the dirt of the street and the sins of the day, in the mud of the trench, in the drill sergeant's roar. I was a shadow, a ghost of the war. But then came the wind, a scent so sweet, and the world felt steady beneath my feet. Oh, my bolero, a dance of the soul, to a man who was broken, you made me whole. I hid behind the blue, the brass and the pride, but you saw the boy who was trembling inside. More than the bugle that calls in the dawn, it's your love that carries me on and on. The stripes on my sleeve were a shield of glass, watching the ghost of my failures pass. But through the sweat and the spirit's test, I found the heart beating inside my chest. This uniform isn't a place to hide. It's the promise I keep with you by my side. I wanted to quit, I wanted to fall, but your letters were echoes against the wall. I'm no longer the stray, the dog on the run. I'm the man you deserve since the day we begun. Oh, my bolero, a dance of the soul, to a man who was broken, you made me whole. I hid behind the blue, the brass and the pride, but you saw the boy who was trembling inside. More than the bugle that calls in the dawn, it's your love that carries me on and on. I walk through the gates of that factory floor in the whites of a sailor. I'm knocking once more to lift you up high where we both belong. My eternal bolero, my final song.
When the sun fell low on the red dust plains, your shadow crossed the gold like rain. You spoke a ruse of settling down. I traced the sky far beyond this town.
Coffee smoke in the evening air, you
You built a home, I built a prayer.
Love you said was meant to stay,
but I was born to drift away.
like silent birds in widening circles, we drifted free of every chain. I was a man who loved the wind, holding you without holding in. Your eyes were wide as the open land.
I could not cage what should not stay.
The more I let your freedom be, the deeper you belong to me. Under the wings of a fragile plane,
The earth below erased our name.
you laughed into the rushing blue, as if goodbye was never true.
The lion's cry would rip the air.
Lonely as the African flare, we were alike in a restless way. Two burning hearts that would not stay. If I could live this life once more, I'd love you just as I did before. Not with walls, not with a claim, but like a fire without a flame. I was the man who loved the wind,
That's why I could not anchor in.
but every sunset on that place
Still whisper softly of your name.
gone like dust in amber light.
Yet endless as the African night.
Paris s'endort dans un brouillard de soie. Nos longs manteaux portent l'odeur du froid. Le coup de feu est bref, le silence est roi. On rit des lois libres comme autrefois. Dans le miroir, ce sourire de glace, le visage d'un homme que la mort embrasse. Le temps des cerises est déjà bien loin. La poudre et le sang sont nos seuls témoins. Dans le verre de mes frères, de mes compagnons, on verse l'oubli, on perd la raison. Ni héros ni saints, juste des loups en sursis. Mais un seul regard suffit pour une vie. Ah, le gang, les maîtres de la nuit, la berline noire s'efface sans un bruit. Plus brillant que l'or, c'est l'honneur du clan. Plus chaud que la balle au fond d'un sanglant. C'est le chant de la liberté qu'on a tant rêvé. Avant l'aube, nous aurons déjà tout quitté. sirènes hurlent, la police nous traque. Les barreaux de fer, pas pour nous, c'est la claque. Un seul pari, un doigt sur la détente. Même si le gouffre est la fin de l'attente, on ne s'arrête pas, on ne recule jamais. Ah, le gang, les maîtres de la nuit, la berline noire s'efface sans un bruit. Plus brillant que l'or, c'est l'honneur du clan. Plus chaud que la balle au fond d'un sanglant. C'est le chant de la liberté qu'on a tant rêvé. Avant l'aube, nous aurons déjà tout quitté. Adieu, mes amis, l'histoire nous oublie. Mon nom au vent, je m'en vais vers l'infini. Lost in a world of shadows, where the light no longer plays. Medals and honors are ghosts of my younger days. A glass of amber whiskey to drown the ancient cries. I walk a tunnel of silence under empty, darkened skies. A young boy's hand is reaching, cold and filled with fear, as I drift toward the edge, with the end drawing near. But then a fleeting fragrance drifts across the air, the scent of a woman, a flower blooming there. No mistakes in the tango, just keep on with the flow, as we find our rhythm. Let the heavy worries go. My frozen heart is waking, finding beats I used to know. Where the wild roses grow. My bolero begins to dance through the velvet night.
the path I choose to stay. Every soul must face the dark before the break of dawn, but I will hold my head up high until the night is gone. I will not surrender, for the fire still burns on under the golden sunlight, where the roses sweetly bloom. I breathe in the morning air and chase away the gloom. My bolero, my scent, my standing on the edge of the jagged cliff, I hear the ocean roar, cold and stiff. Behind me lie the shadows of the iron bars. Before me a prison of endless stars. The cursed name I've swallowed for years, I throw it to the sea along with my fears. Like an old wolf trapped on a barren isle, I pull the thorns and walk the final mile. Into a coconut husk I pour my hope, casting my fate on a fraying rope. The convict number that crushed my chest now fades like foam on the water's crest. The sky is distant, the deep is wide, a final dance for one with nowhere to hide. Scarier than death is to be forgotten in this world so cold and rotten. Oh, surgeon, strike, you heartless sea, tear this body and set my spirit free. When the seventh wave comes to claim my soul, finally I'll be alive and whole. The chains are broken, the scars are clean. The wind will lead me to the world unseen. Hey, you bastards! I'm still alive! My scream cuts the void, helping me survive. Falling is flying when you find your wings. Freedom, the cruel
cruelest and holiest of things. Oh, surgeon, strike, you heartless sea, tear this body and set my spirit free. When the seventh wave comes to claim my soul, finally I'll be alive and whole. The chains are broken, the scars are clean. The wind will lead me to the world unseen. A dot in the distance, the island fades away. I'm going to the place where I'll truly stay, with only my name to light the way. My name, my own. My name, my own.
We set out on different maps, cut parallel lines, convinced they'd never meet. We were so certain, so young and guarded, believing a bridge between two souls could never be built from just staying close. The city lights flicker to count the seasons, changing colors as we walk through our own winters. Yet strangely my path always leaned like a slow, inevitable curve toward the corners where you stood. I never knew those many were carving rings of us deep within, through the quiet glances in crowded rooms, to the silence that spoke more than words. I was tracing a map that led home to you. I finally took when I stopped running and found you waiting. The only place where I could truly be myself. After those many seasons, to the long with you. We set out on different nights. We set out on different nights. The fading sun lingers on my windowsill. In these weathered hands, the years are standing still. Youth was a sudden rain, a fleeting summer breeze. Now a stranger in the glass is all my spirit sees. Yet I hold no regrets for the thunder or the light, or the lonely winter roads I travel through the night. Like a slow bolero, my life has found its way, planting tears and laughter in every passing day. Though the world keeps turning and the seasons fade from view, I march to my own beat, to my own heart I was true. Yes, this was my journey, the song I had to play. I've stumbled in the dark and lost my way before. Love was a heavy debt and parting was a war. Look at the shadow now, stretching long behind, the echoes of the names that I have left to find. Through the storms of destiny I never chose to bend. With nothing but my pride, I've made it to the end. Like a slow bolero, my life has found its way, planting tears and laughter in every passing day. Though the world keeps turning and the seasons fade from view, I march to my own beat, to my own heart I was true. Yes, this was my journey, the song I had to play. And when the curtain falls and the lights begin to dim, I will raise my head and give a weary smile to him. For every hour I've lived is the proof of who I am. The sunset turns to crimson, the evening's drawing nigh. I'm dancing to my rhythm beneath the darkening sky. My bolero, my life.